That doesn't add up. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things that make no sense about CW shows. For this list, we'll be looking at the plot points and details that make little to no sense about shows that air on the CW. Since some of these entries deal with important plot points, there will be spoilers ahead. If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out SoundMojo's latest artist, Domenica D. Find the link in the description below.
If somehow you knew that your love could make a fool of me, tell me, baby, what would you do?
Number 10. Bulletproof costume, Supergirl.
How's it fit?
I'm not flying around saving people in this thing. I wouldn't even wear it to the beach. Where's my cape?
Capes are lame. You can tell your cousin I said so. Actually, never do that.
Kara Danvers is just as bulletproof as her Kryptonian cousin Clark Kent. However, not only is Supergirl bulletproof, but so is her outfit. Now this could be explained by special alien material, except for the fact that her costume was designed by her friend Wynn while he was working in IT at Catco.
You sure you're bulletproof?
Hope so.
So how did Wynn manage to create a suit that can tank bullets and energy blasts and everything else thrown at Supergirl on an IT guy's salary? And why isn't every soldier and police officer not also wearing this material? What's Kryptonian for, huh?
I'm assuming you can't catch on fire.
Number 9. College Dropouts, Gossip Girl.
I have to say, your application is most impressive, Miss Waldorf.
For as much as the characters emphasize the importance of college in the show's first few seasons, their university activities don't seem to end up being that important to them or the show as a whole.
Isn't tradition what Yale is all about?
Well, yes, but we've been trying to change that image.
Drama is the name of the game with Gossip Girl, and while scholastic drama does feature occasionally, it gradually fades to the background to the point where it's rarely mentioned if the characters still attend class.
Where's your laptop?
Right here? Why?
Okay, I'm about to send you something right now. Check this out.
Granted, it's never stated flat out that any of them have dropped out, but you'd think it'd still be more of a part of their lives than it seems to be.
Serena, you and I both want to take down Gossip Girl. This'll do it.
Number 8. Hayley becoming a hybrid, the originals.
She's gone.
The rules for creating supernatural beings in the originals and its parent series The Vampire Diaries are rather complicated. Some would say needlessly so, but there are still some that appear to be broken now and then. Prior to the birth of werewolf-vampire hybrid Klaus Michelson's daughter Hope, the rules established within the show state that he required Elena's blood, or at least that of a doppelganger's, to make more hybrids like himself. However, when Hope is born, her mother Hayley becomes a hybrid as well.
How are you here?
I woke up in the church. I felt this hunger.
Although it's later explained that Hope's blood intermingling with Hayley's changed her, it still required rewriting previous and established rules.
I can feel my baby.
You died with the baby's blood still in your system. She's in transition.
Which means she has to drink the blood of the child if she's to survive.
Number 7. Where'd the mutant animals go? The 100. Given that it's set in a post-apocalyptic Earth, mostly, the 100 initially illustrates this through world-building elements such as mutated animals, like a two-headed deer and a giant snake.
Get out of the water now!
However, after the first season, these environmental touches are basically dropped, with the few animals that do appear being relatively normal. While budgetary reasons and a shift in focus to center on the post-apocalyptic human societies are easy explanations out of universe, within the context of the 100 itself, the sudden lack of mutant fauna seems rather odd. Granted, there's another extinction-level event that happens during the show, but you'd think we would have seen more of them before that.
There's something in the water! Out! The orb!
Number 6. Oliver's mask hides nothing. Arrow.
He hasn't met me yet.
We could include a whole entry on the many reasons why Oliver Queen's long-lasting secret identity should not have been as secret as it was, but instead we'll go with the biggest one. His mask doesn't hide his face.
Just tell me what you want!
Sure, Oliver wears a hood, and early on he took pains to not show his face to anyone, but once he started wearing his black domino mask, he acts like it protects his identity when it wouldn't fool a dog in real life. Granted, he spends most of his time crime fighting at night, but not all of it. He's a well-known public figure with a distinctive jawline. It should not have taken so long for people to put it together.
How do I look?
Like a hero.
Number 5. Bonnie Ex Machina, The Vampire Diaries.
You're the psychic one.
Right, I forgot.
While there's plenty that doesn't make sense about this convoluted vampire soap, one of the more glaring plot points that makes no sense is how often Witch Bonnie Bennett saves the day.
Spiritu tacium, interim incendi, besmato salve sadista.
Instead of finding a creative solution to a problem, many of Bonnie's friends often turn to her to magic up a solution to them, which takes a lot of the mystery out of things when she always succeeds at the last minute.
Besmatos insidia ovet. Besmatos insidia ovet.
The fact that she does so often, yet is still consistently marginalized, has led some to accuse the writers of magical Negro stereotype. Sadly, no spell exists to dispel this aspect of the show.
I broke the spell. How? It took some time, but I think I finally figured this witch thing out.
Number 4. Star Labs, The Flash. The headquarters of Team Flash, Star Labs is a massive scientific research center whose particle accelerator accident helped create both the Flash and most of the metahumans he encounters, both friends and foes.
I wasn't the only one affected by the particle accelerator explosion, was I? We don't know for sure.
Yet, despite being a prominent part of the city skyline, the place is seemingly only staffed by less than a dozen people, most of whom have other jobs. While some mention is made of tours, and Barry does get an inheritance from Thawne, we still have to wonder how they have the funds to keep the power on, much less create all the crazy technology they come up with on a regular basis. Plus those expensive satellites.
Barry, you've got to destroy that satellite.
Number 3. Adam is still trapped in hell. Supernatural.
Who is it?
That's our brother.
The Winchester brothers Sam and Dean are all about hunting monsters and saving people, usually each other. Their emphasis on family and the love they have for each other as brothers is a prominent theme in the long-running series. However, this makes their half-brother Adam's current state all the more baffling.
You may not believe it, but Dad was trying to protect you, keeping you from all this.
Yeah, well, I guess the monster that ate me didn't get that memo.
See, during the apocalypse, or one of them at least, Sam drags Adam, who is possessed by the Archangel Michael, into Lucifer's cage along with the devil. However, while Sam and even Lucifer manage to escape imprisonment, Adam has languished there for practically a decade. While it might be a case of real-world actor availability, it really seems out of character for the Winchesters to just leave family suffering like this. But with the final season on the horizon, who knows what may be in store for their little brother.
I want you to get them both out.
Pick one.
What?
Sam's soul or Adam's?
Number 2. G&G Cult and the Gargoyle King, Riverdale.
Speaking of connections, with Warden Norton dead, there goes our theory of him as the Gargoyle King.
Riverdale stretches the limits of believability throughout its run, given that the town has more murder and intrigue per capita than New York City. But its third season really takes the cake. The story arc follows a series of murders in both the past and present, which are linked to a mysterious cult that's into Dungeons and Dragons of all things. Oh, sorry, Griffins and Gargoyles. While hysteria over the real, supposedly occult role-playing game was very real, seriously, check out the movie Mazes and Monsters. Its inclusion in this murder mystery show was quite baffling.
Follow me, your Griffin Queen.
Yeah, I totally know Oliver Queen's jawline anywhere. You can't fool me. Alrighty, let's poke some more holes in these honorable mentions before we look at the most confusing CW decision. And it's pretty central to the show.
I've hired some of the serpents from the White Worm to serve drinks. Mocktails only. La Bonne Nuit is not in the business of corrupting minors.
This ends now. Release my people.
I can't do that.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Dan being Gossip Girl. Gossip Girl.
All I had to compare to this world was what I'd read in books. But that gave me the idea. If I wasn't born into this world, maybe I could write myself into it.
One of the central concepts of Gossip Girl is that there's a mysterious vlogger who stirs up gossip about the major characters. However, when the finale revealed that it was Dan Humphrey, this made huge swaths of the show suddenly make zero sense.
And when Serena came back from boarding school, I wrote my first post about me. Lonely boy, the outsider, the underdog. I might have been a joke, but at least people were talking about me.
We're supposed to believe that Dan revealed info that embarrassed and ruined the lives of not only those closest to him, but also himself? That he acts surprised about Gossip Girl posts when he's alone? That he blackmailed himself?
The damage you've done to your friends, to your family, to your own sister.
Jenny wanted to get on Gossip Girl. She's known it was me for years. If there's ever anything she really didn't want posted, all she had to do was ask.
You told the whole world about her losing her virginity.
Because unless Dan has multiple personalities or is a time traveler, this reveal is complete nonsense.
Gossip Girl's dead.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.